water signs. Welcome to this week's video. Switching things up a bit. I know I always say that, but I really always am trying to perfect my craft and get better and better and find better and better ways to read that make people feel like they're getting a more complete and fulfilled reading. So this week we're going to start with the Earth Warriors Oracle deck here. I'm going to pull one of these for you. So you know, next week I will be releasing on Monday here at YouTube. Hold on, let me close this so I can stop staring at myself. So next week, instead of doing these elemental videos here, water signs, I'm going to be doing each of the 12 zodiac videos. So, nope, too many. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. You can check out your personal video. Next week, I'll be doing that once a month on in the beginning of the month. So it'll be kind of like we'll be delving deep. So I hope you enjoy. It's going to be like a forecast reading, kind of like what's to come in the coming month of July. Okay, so check that out. Let's go ahead, water signs. Start us off with our message, water signs, water signs, water signs, water signs, please, water signs, water signs. Sometimes they fly out, sometimes they don't. Let's do this, water signs. Not quite, didn't quite feel right. Water, water signs, please. One more. This. Was that right? Okay, all right. We're just going to take the one on the top. Water signs. Kanyini, number 42. In each other we find ourselves. In each other we find ourselves. Wow. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book. This is really beautiful. So in each other we find ourselves. So kind of what this tells me is that someone here is in a process of healing. And whenever we go through a hard time, I find it helpful to remember that I'm not alone. I find it helpful to remember that I'm actually not that different than those around me. I know I had posted something on Instagram a few days ago about like we each think that we are somehow different from the next person, that our story is somehow greater or grander, or more, we've been through more oppression than someone else. And perhaps on an earthly level, that's true. Perhaps we have been through more of what somebody would call trauma, or more abandonment, or more pain than the next person. But by holding those stories and making those our stories that we live in, we're not able to move on and heal. We're stuck in the story. It's okay to have a history and a background that is makes us who we are. They're important. But to live in that daily is something else. So I feel like that's kind of what this card is talking about, is to remember that we're more alike than different. It's a number 42. 4 plus 2 equals, I was going to say 8. 4 plus 2 is 6, which is right after 5. 5 is the number of challenges and change. So just getting over the hump, right? 1 through 10, 5 is right in the center. So if you have a 6, you've just gotten over the hump. All right. So let's read a little bit here. Let me show you the picture one more time. In each other, we find ourselves. There is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. And so as the ones behind you move forward, so too does room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. Okay, so like I said, the first sentence here, it says, healing is indicated, especially of wounds about connection and trust, safety and tribe, belonging, and permission to be a unique individual. At a physical level, more vitality is indicated and ample energy for healing. At a spiritual level, a deepening awareness of unified consciousness is opening up within you, which will bring you into deeper divine communion and increase your effectiveness as a healing presence and sacred activist in this world. You have a destiny to fulfill, and there will be much help from the many different people to fulfill it. The universe wants you to succeed. Do not hesitate to ask and receive assistance, for your fulfillment of your own mission helps others. Wow. Very much. Lots of healing happening here. Remember to be a part of your community. That's going to help your healing journey. Powerful, guys. Wow, water signs. Out the gate. Very, kind of emotional message, yeah? At least it felt emotional for me. Let's go ahead and, I'm going to pull you 10 cards here. Oh, well, calm down, Chachi. 10 cards. Water signs, please. Water signs. Water signs, please. Let's do this. Water signs, water signs, water signs. Water. One more shuffle, please. Water signs. Water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Water, please. Water. Agua. Agua. Por favor. Water, please. Water signs. Water signs, please. Okay, right here. Here we go. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune, you have an opportunity. This is opening a beginning of a new cycle, or the ending of an old cycle. Wow. It's funny, I'm laying them different for you guys. I'm still doing the same configure, like the same 10 that I did for all the other signs, but I'm feeling urged to lay them down in a kind of different way. All right, here we have there's so many things going on here by laying them like that. So we have a situation here. Remember, the cards in my center position very much talk about what's closest to our heart, and look what we have, friends. We've got the Lovers card and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this talks about a love situation that we've worked very hard on. If you're looking at these two together. Okay, so let's start at the beginning, though. You got the Wheel of Fortune card. Let's see. You got the Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, and Temperance. Okay, looking at patterns. Okay, so all three are major arcana cards, which talk about the major life lessons that we're going through at this time. These are what our soul's here to do, to work on. This is part of your purpose right now. So you're exactly where you need to be. If this resonates for you, you're exactly where you need to be. Okay, you're doing what you need to do. It may not feel great, but it's exactly where you need to be. Wheel of Fortune card, so many there's an opportunity available to you right now. There's a very lucky time for you right now. So it's about turning the tables of time. This is also about time passing, seasons, and the changes of seasons, and the changing of the time in the year. So this also talks about being patient and having faith. So you have an opening right now, a doorway, a portal, an opening. Look how these two come together, okay? There was a situation where somebody either really did literally take advantage of you. So it could be that, but it also could be us being stuck in the old way of thinking, the old patterns, the old thought processes, the way we look at things and our perspective and the way we hear things and the way we communicate, okay? Because it's a swords are, I think, the head communication and thought processes. So we have an opportunity to move away from this type of situation, okay? It's almost like this world card, I called it the world. The Wheel of Fortune card is looking at this guy, and it's telling you, look, you can continue looking at the world like this. You can continue processing information and having this mental fog, or you have an opportunity to really move on and create something new. Oh man, all done with the coffee. So you got this Lovers card, and so this talks about beautiful, loving soulmate relationships, okay? And it came up right. This is one of the few cards that, if it comes up upright versus being reversed, it makes me very happy because it gives me a lot of information. Because this card appears to be quite beautiful. This is a soulmate kind of connection. This is a very passionate, loving connection. Very exciting time, but when it comes reverse, it has a lot of other kind of darker information. So I'm glad this comes up right. I feel like kind of what this is telling me is you're in a phase in your life. Look, now I want to join them. You're in a phase in your life where you have the opportunity to create a loving situation, a pure situation. Okay, there was something where we lost trust. There was some betrayal. But you have an opportunity to step into this type of energy, this very whole, loving, nurturing energy. Look how this Knight of Wands is looking at the Lovers. Knight of Wands is somebody would be fire sign, or the key word for this card, I'm glad it comes up right, is proposal. So there may be a situation where you were taken advantage of. However, there may be some new energy coming in. Or it could even be from the same person, but he's looking at you. He's looking at this love situation. He wants to come closer to you. He wants to come back into your life, or there is a new situation. There's some is it 143? It's 143, y'all. Anybody who's old enough to have pagers, 143 means I love you. So there's definitely a strong love situation happening here. This Knight of Wands definitely wants you. That's how I feel. But I'm feeling like may not be the best choice, because look, we have this Three of Cups reversed. This talks about celebration, right? Coming together with community and family and friends and loved ones, but it's reversed. So I feel like just take your time with this situation. Don't rush into things. This guy, in his shadow side, is like a one night stand. He's very like, he's smooth, he's slick, okay? So just watch out for these type of guys. He did come up right, so it shows the more positive qualities of him, but I just want to make sure you're not rushing into anything because you are coming from this. Okay, down here on this second row here, we have the Hermit reversed. So this is also a major. Oh, I told you had 3 majors, but you have 4 majors. He's a major arcana too. So he's the path about going within. Look at the scene here. It's snowy and cold and it's nighttime. Yet he has this lantern with the star in the center of it. The star and the lantern represent the inner knowing that we have within us. The quiet light that we have inside us in order to guide us. We don't need answers from outside sources. We actually intuitively kind of know what's best for us. But because he's reversed, it shows kind of like this resistance or repression of listening to that inner voice, okay? To the right of the Hermit, we have the Ace of Pentacles, which shows being fulfilled in body and fulfilled in things of the earth. Comes upright. It's also a 1, which talks about, oh no, don't yawn. Sorry, guys. I got plenty of sleep. Got like 10 hours of sleep. This is ridiculous. So this talks about the divine coming in and wanting us to feel fulfilled and trying to help us feel fulfilled in body, health, and all things of the earth, okay? So also finances. Look how it's looking at this 7 of Pentacles. Pentacles and Pentacles. Finances and wealth, okay? Also health and body. So we have this situation that you've worked very hard. These could also represent relationships because they're things of the earth and things that we can do as people, and relationships are one of those. It's followed by the 10 of Cups. This came upright. So the message I'm getting here is if you're having a hard time with something regarding your love life, if you're having a hard time with some situation regarding love in your life right now, the message I'm getting here is that it's going to take more of you being still and quiet and heeding that quiet voice within you. You have everything that you need within you right now to be completely fulfilled. Take your time and work hard and diligently on yourself. This 10 of Cups situation is for you. It showed up in your reading. They want you to have this. This is available to you, but you have to be able to do the work and to kind of get quiet within yourself. We end off on the Temperance card, which is another major arcana card. This is about learning how to deal with opposites. So this could even talk about like moods, swinging from highs to lows, being able to balance those types of things out. This is about challenges, how to deal with challenges in a balanced and kind of even keel way, not being swept off and swept away by this or that, okay? So really being grounded. Look how this angel is very grounded. You also got the Temperance it's an archangel. You got an angel, so you are divinely guided on this within this situation. Bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Balance. Yes? Yes, balance. Okay, so we need to really work on balancing out. It did come up right. So beautiful, beautiful. I feel like you are working on this. And if you are, then congratulations to you. This also talks about legal stuff. So if there's situations where you've been hoping for things to go in your favor, feel strongly like they will go in your favor. Any sort of paperwork, documentation, stuff like that, things are being balanced out at this time. It's also a major arcana card. So this is a big, big period of your life to make sure things stay even keel. Okay, we're going to pull you 2 more cards. Water signs. Water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Water signs, please. Water signs. Water signs. Right on top. Wow, wisdom. Wow. I'm going to read you. I knew there was something I wanted to show you. I didn't know what it was, but I could feel it. I want to feel like... Okay, so look at this. First of all, this is what the card looks like. Wisdom. It reminds me of this, first of all, just because the globe, the earth that she's got there, reminds me of this is kind of very globe-like earth scene here. Not only that, but look at the wise man in both of these, okay? This is a really, really strongly yes, yes, yes about your purpose, about learning how to go within for your inner guidance, not needing external validation to be okay and to feel settled in your gut. I know that feeling, that just God, just get me out of this right now. This feeling, give me anything right now. Get me out of it. So this is about being able to go within. Okay? Love you guys. One more for you from the numerology deck. I love this deck. He was both these decks were hiding in my card drawer. Hadn't used them in a really long time, and I'm like super loving them now. Sorry, old friends. It's been a long time, hasn't it? All right, one more. Let me do water signs, please. Wow. One day I'm going to make my own deck. And it's not going to be this thick, though. This wide. Something that'll fit comfortably in a woman's hand. A smaller hand. I have a smallish hand. Okay, right on top. Wow. Teaching and learning. Who else got this? I think air signs got teaching and learning. I'm going to read from the book a little bit. Because I had an explanation for them, but I don't feel like it's the same for you. 57. So what's 5 plus 7? 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Wow. Number 3. Teaching and learning. This card indicates a time of significant learning and growth when the wisdom you will gain will be of great benefit to others too. That was a lot like this. This talked about like giving and receiving with others. What can you do for yourself that will help benefit others as well? Interesting. Will be of great benefit to others too. There is much potential for you to teach what you've experienced. In fact, your life lessons are just as valuable as your academic knowledge. Therefore, every trial and tribulation can help you to be of service to the world. Trials and tribulations. Remember in the beginning of the reading I talked about, your personal story and the things that you've been through. And how can we use those, it says in the card, how can we use those to benefit others? That story, okay? All right, water signs, I freaking love you. I hope to see you next week for your personal reading, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. YouTube on Monday. Those will be out once a month. So I love you. Take care and have a great week. All right, y'all.